Good morning again, collective. I'm packing up, getting ready to go. So I was going to just as I put my paintings away, pack them away. I thought I would talk a little bit about them. So I'm just putting these smaller ones away at the moment. So I'll just show you, right? So I'll just turn this around. These ones, right? So these two paintings here are about the domestication of Indigenous people, and as you can see, the woman here, she's got rubber gloves on. See, so she's still quite free, but she's got those rubber gloves on and the skirt. And the man has got the chains and he's got the high-vis shirt. So the high-vis shirt is like, representative of what we have going on now with the big promotion for Indigenous people to be working the mines, and I'm just stating here that, nothing's changed really. And the other thing here is so I don't want to assume culture or anything like that, but it is what it is, and this is to do with that separation from culture, okay, and this one up here is to do with homelessness. So this is actually about a person specific, and that person, this is a bit of the journey, right? Like where we're going, because this is the way our society is developed, or undeveloped, I should say. We're going backwards, right? So with the current issues today, like this, the woman in this painting here, you can see that she's been slashed, and that is very representative of the woman, and she's attempted to patch herself up with that red stitching, sewing her back up and mending her. It wasn't actually intended to begin with. She was actually just a painting, but I was dealing with somebody who was, going through a psychotic episode, through, drug addiction. So, So he slashed the painting, like, going through an episode, right? So then I just seen that as another extension of the social situation that we have going on at the moment. The people are still trying to heal and consistently still taking blows, and this woman here, and the woman has taken a lot of blows, attempting to, as she moves forward, attempting to mend herself by stitching herself up, right? And mending. And, So anyway, that's what that one's about. I'll show you a little bit of this. These are ones that haven't really been finished. But this one here is, this is not a finished piece. It's about the double G patch, and children sort of, this one's waiting to be carried across the double G patch by the eldest child here to get to the other side where there's light and the birds and freedom, to get past this darkness here and get to another, and this one here is waiting his turn to be carried across the double G patch. I call this one the double G patch. It's actually something that I observed being out there, right? Anyway, and this one, in a minute, This one here is this one I call the mechanization of humanity. So due to mechanization, like this lady here has lost her legs from diabetes. She's got her child on her lap and an older child pushing her through this quagmire here, the sand, pushing the chair, struggling through. So in our efforts to become mechanized, the human condition has deteriorated. So that's what that one is about. Anyway, and I've got one over here. I'm not going to do many. I'm going to keep these videos short as I go, right, as I'm packing. So this one here is a very old. This is a very old one of mine, 1990, and this was about a couple of people that I used to know, and they were good friends, and they were out roo shooting, and one was drinking, and they were drinking and carrying on, and hooning around the bush, and one of them's hanging out the window of the car, with a rifle, and the other one's driving, and the one that was hanging out of the window got cleaned up on a tree. It was very tragic, and they were only young men, and later on the one that was holding the one that got hit by the tree, the one holding him, he finished up not being able to live with himself, and drove himself into a truck on his motorbike. So anyway, another sad story, but it is what it is, right? But if anybody's watching this that even knows who I'm talking about, I apologise, but these issues are real, and these things are happening, right? Lots of different things. Okay, so one more, and I'll talk about here. This is the sapling and the sticks. Oh, I just stepped up there. Now I've got a bit of a head spin. So this is about the sapling, the regrowth, and that need for the dead wood on the ground. Like the debris that land. With death comes life, and it has protected the seed for this sapling to be able to grow through the dead sticks. And an issue that we have at the moment with the natural resource management is burning off. There's a big promotion of burning off, and yes, that is something that is beneficial to our environment, but it is being overdone, like with big, huge fire burns that quite often get out of control, and they burn everything. And the other thing was that, we've all been restricted from being able to just go out and collect a bit of wood and light a fire to, keep ourselves warm or cook food. And when they burn everything off, we're losing all that wood, which is a resource, right? It's just been burnt. And but they restrict us from being able to go and collect wood. It's an age-old strategy, to keep us in control, and having to live in the ways that are under heavy control. Even heavy control burns. They use the Indigenous draw card that Indigenous people would use fires to manage the land, and for hunting as well. To bring out animals. but it wasn't on the massive scale that they do now. And then quite often we end up with hellfires because they get out of hand. But anyway, that's all I'm going to today. So I'll get on with it, but I'll leave that there. Okay, bye bye.